off when I get here.
Oh, I won't. Just gotta see where I'm at. I mean, there's still a pretty deep groove that was cut in there. Feel it?
Pretty smooth though, that's what matters. The thing is that lip's gone nice and smooth.
There you go. What do you think about this edge? Do I need to feather this out a little bit more now?
We're gonna pull the spark plug tool out and clean up that area right through here.
Perfect.
So free it up. Now take it out of the chuck and undo it. Did somebody tighten that up?
May have.
Maybe once or twice. So many hours you worked on this since we got here?
Lost track in about 7.
That's total.
That's total.
You only been on it for a couple
Today,
hours.
Couple hours.
Couple hours. It's only one head though. That one's over there.
All right, so.
Throw it over here. Get this out of your way. You see your junk head. Jump it around a couple times.
It's a junk head now.
Okay, where's my Shingus over here? What's that? Sportster part.
Mm-hmm.
Good for something. Okay, now jam this up into the vise like that. You come in here and work on this surface here. So start on the intake side. I did a lot of the exhaust already, so it's pretty well 90% done.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel you run your finger across at the high spot in there.
Yep.
Now remember, the spark plug is going to stick to you somewhat. We don't know how much. And when you're all done, make sure you lightly deburr this hole so it's more like over here.
Got it. But don't reach in there and kill any threads.
Well, don't stick it inside the hole and turn the button.
Took a lot more seat than I need.
We haven't done the valve job yet, so we're okay. Stay off of that area over there that you just got pretty bad though.
Is that the back end?
Yes. It's right under here.
Yep.
Don't do it so much.
Yep.
I'll get you carried away over there. That's all. Well, that doesn't matter as much.
What do you think? D-bird? Feels D-bird to me.
Sure, go ahead. I don't give a shit. You already screwed the gasket surface again, so who cares?
Yeah. Damn it. That's all right. That'll come out when I...
It'll come out in the wash?
When I drag it across the sandpaper again on the deck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a little bit in there. You're all right. It's smooth. That's what matters. Okay. You got too many scratches in there. We haven't killed it yet. So we did a little bit of work in here. Got 2 fingers fit in here real nice now. They're equal from top to bottom, pretty good. We got a very mild D-port going on there. It's a little bit bigger than stock, isn't it?
It is a little bit bigger than stock.
Exhaust has been slightly opened up. Now these had those big D because these are what, Screaming Eagle turd? Yeah, these are Screaming
used to be.
Eagle turds. We took out that big D port and made a small D. So a lot of work on that. So how close is this to the other head? Make sure you scratch this up a couple times.
Yep.
Here, I'll do that for you. I don't want you to feel left out. Now this one here, it appears that we didn't finish this head. I thought you said this head was done.
This is you did this one and said, hey, jump into that one.
Oh, well this one didn't get done at all yet. Jeez, look at all of this. This has hardly even been done. See, I did this one. See, it's 90% done. We haven't done half of it yet. But see how the port's already straightened out as opposed to the other one. I had to fix all your workmanship.
Mm-hmm.
See, I quit porting halfway through the bowl and it's straight and true. And we spent all that extra time having to fix yours. What was that?
Oh, we absolutely had to spend that time to fix mine.
See, I make more money when I help you port, see, or you help me. When you help me port, we take more time. You see how much more of a radius this one has on it than the other head?
I do.
Obviously that tells me you cut too much out. Alright, so we got a little more work to do, but see this one's not quite as square as the other one. I just roughed it. Alright, you got some work to do on this one. So I'd say go on the seat side. You've been practicing, so you're pretty good at that now. So you know how to do that, don't you?
Yep.
The way that we can get to it, I'm probably in your way. Yeah, you got a lot of cutting to do. Look at that right through there. It's pretty nasty.
Yep.
See, that's what we're cutting out is this crap in here. I don't know who would do a valve job and leave stuff like that in there. That's so much horsepower you're just washing down the... You cutting anything?
It will be.
Nope.
Don't catch that edge again.
Yeah, it's your head. It's all right. Looks like you're doing more cutting on the seat than you can. Looks like you're starting to figure out how to hold the grinder correctly now. Don't do that pie like that. Flip the head over.
Yeah, let me finish this line out first, though. There's still some junk in there.
Still got a lot of low spots in there.
Yep.
That looks better. Does it feel better?
It's getting there.
Work on the intake there a little bit. Right here. Blend that little area in there.
You're still going to get right in here on that side of the spark plug, too.
Yeah, well. Gotta quit playing around and start working. of a lip. It's still got a big lip on here.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to get there. Let me touch that real quick. A hard angle to work from. A little bit lower might help us too. You got too much light in the area. You're making a hump right here. You need to take off this high spot right here, see? Lay the wall back. See now it goes smooth all the way down.
Yep.
So reversing, when the air comes up, it goes right out toward the cylinder, not humps in the middle.
Got it.
So it increases your flow a lot. So now it's got a big radius, you feel it. It's a real wide radius.
Mm-hmm.
You had a little bit of a cup shape going on.
Yeah, right in here. It was low right in here on the
Right. So
just
you,
above the
so
seat.
you got to lay the wall back, so then that's not low anymore. Now it's straight in.
Right.
And when you come by and do a valve job later, if it hits out here, it'll all blend it too. But you know, I'm not sure my cutter's going to hit or not. So this here is a little bit of a mess through here. Let me catch that real quick. So deep through here we're cutting. Alright, now we flip it around. Now this side here is a lot closer, obviously. So you got a little bit of blending right here to do.
Mm-hmm.
You got the wall over here.
Cool. Do I want to put it back on the stand?
Yeah, it's up to you how you want to do stuff.
What's that?
It's up to you how you want to do stuff. I'm going to get right in here for it. That's easy. See, it's easy to get the gasket surfacing over here. So.
Right. Yeah, it's really close on that edge.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Why is it so close? I don't know. This one's even worse. See, now see, we got the shape of the cutter here, helps us a lot. But little delicate there. Okay, whatever you want to do. You want to hold it more upright like that.
Yeah, that'll get me in here.
You want to put it back in a vise, you can do that. You notice I use my pinky to kind of hold the head a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
You got that extra one on the other hand you're not using? Down a little bit here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take out that. I mean that. And that is that an optical illusion or is that a low spot?
No, it's well. There's a lip in there, but it's not low.
No, like right here, right down the middle here.
You can feel it. You're making it a low spot, but yeah, you can feel what you're
Trying
doing.
to not make it a low spot.
Well, you can feel it. It's almost not there, but you have to lay the whole cutter in there to lay it flat.
Right.
More down toward the seat here. You're way over here cut, not over here you're supposed to be. Don't keep cutting a hole in there. You're just making it deeper is all you're doing. So once you saw that line's gone, it's gone.
Got it.
You're just making a hole right there is all you're doing. So blending it over here, it's not much blending, it's just a very little small piece there. Just going to lightly blend it. Okay, how's the exhaust? Got a little, see the high spot right there across the edge? Lightly blend that. It's not a good angle from there, but...
Right here?
Right here. See, right through here is where you touch it.
Got it.
Put the cutter right on the right on the high spot, and that's what you cut.
Without catching this, hang on. Let me drop those. Drop that once and see what happens.
That's why those motor mounts are made different, so you can move them around.
There you go. Cutting right in here?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Well, if it feels good, it's done. It's up to you. You're not doing anything over there. You're just cutting metal. Cutting the seat down. See, we haven't ground yet?
Yep.
That's where you need to go to. See that line right through there?
Right here. Right here.
Yep.
Feel it. It's not hitting.
You're at a bad angle. To hold it like that. Put the motor mount where it's going to hold. There. Put it where you can get to it. Perfect. Can you see where that is?
Yeah.
Don't make it too deep. You're good. You're started with a peak and you're trying to make a valley out of it. We're not trying to do that.
Nope. Definitely not.
All right. Put it flat. Oh, you got over here again. That's good. That time you got in the gasket surface.
Son of a bitch.
Now we're going to cut.
Right in here.
No.
No?
No. No.
Okay.
No, you're not going in that area. Stay out of that area.
Done. It will stay out of that area then.
You can blend there slightly more if you want. But
right in here?
Be careful. Still a little spot in there. Looks like a spot in there. We're not cutting here. We're cutting here. See, it's not cut through here.
Yep, I see it.
Still got the raw groove in there.
See it. Big radius already. Right?
What are you trying to grind more out for?
I'm trying to kill that groove right there.
You're not working on that groove though. You're working over here. You're going to work on the groove, you got to get into it and knock it out. Worse or better?
I think I'm making it better.
Okay, now you get a little, you're making a hole here, so now blend that triangle right where my fingernail is.
Yep, you see it.
Right there. Gotta fix the hole you made. There you go. That knocked it off. So you got the right angle that came out that time.
Yep.
Alright. What other grooves are going to make? Need some more valleys in there?
Nope.
No more? Okay. Alright, you can live with that?
I can live with that.
How about that? Live with that too? Do I have to?
Or that I'm probably gonna, I'll take it across the,
Have to go mill it again?
take it across the deck once.
Hey, this head's already been ported. Oh, not in there though. So you have to finish it, or you're going to screw this side up and have to refix it? What was that?
I'm going to make my best attempt to not ruin it, but you're probably going to have to fix it.
Oh, okay. Alright, if we're going to do that, you got to put the screw back in there.
Yep.
So he screwed up this other head real bad and I had to fix it.
Yep.
He was real good at putting a lot of grooves and craters and other stuff in there. So now we're going to take this and over here where I cleaned this up. He's got to go clean it up without hurting it. Now these Scream Eagle heads have pretty good sized ports through here already, so there's not much to really grind over here. We're mainly just knocking off the casting stuff, and we're blending between right where my finger is here and right over here where this finger is, because that's where the finished porting was done. Because we opened it all up through here, and now we got to blend it from here in. Tight yet?
I think so.
Didn't strip it and break it. Okay, so which cutter? We're just going to lightly blend this in because it's already blended pretty good. See your finger right in there? Feel a couple turdies in there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have factory casting marks.
Yes.
Yep.
But we don't want to be cutting over here. See where I blended at the end?
Right.
See, I came in from this direction and cut the hell out of the head from here out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're blended right to here. So all you got to do is just kind of knock off the burrs, call it done. Now, which cutter are you going to use?
I was going to start with the extremely dull one that's in my hands.
No, that's the finished one.
Alright, well then I was going to go back for this one.
You're going to get the long, skinny one like this. Remember how we're using a seat to follow?
Yep.
See if it hits anything, which it probably won't. But this high spot right over here, you can take that cutter and dig it right in her and put a big groove right in there. So be careful, don't do that. We'll use something else.
There you go. Well, Yeah, I mean, we can see again though, I'm riding on the seat and I'm not cutting anything here.
Just make a quick pass. Make sure. That's not a quick pass, you're digging grooves in there. See those marks right there you just put in there?
Yep.
Those called grooves. You're supposed to be cutting on the seat. Now you see that little mark right there?
Mm-hmm.
Just below that seat, that's how much you cut.
Right.
That's all you're supposed to cut, is blend it.
Right in here.
Now, you see the angle? Just the valve goes in an angle like that. Give yourself just a slight clock up angle, and that's all you want.
Got it.
You don't want to stand up like that.
Got it.
You want maybe a 5-10 degree difference at most. So you want to go from here,
Right.
sweep it all the way around to here, because that's all you got good contact to.
Right.
Okay, and see if you hit any metal at all.
Probably not though. It was...
Probably not.
And you can see, following the seat, holding that angle, it's not making contact.
All right, so that's what you want to do with that cutter. Now let me try it and see if I hit anything. Because I have different angles I hold at. See what I cut?
Yep.
See from here up? See I cut that right there?
Yep.
You didn't get that because you didn't have quite enough angle. So you gotta get the angle from the bottom of the bowl up to the seat. That's the angle we're doing. So when you run your finger up here, see how it's nice and smooth?
Mm-hmm.
There's no trend, there's no high spots anymore. Okay, now after you get that, then we come over here. You want to try coming at a heavy angle over here and see if there's anything to catch here, but don't dig it in the bottom. See anything I hit?
Not really.
I didn't do anything, see? Okay, now you come over here, switch over to your finish cutter, which is what you were going to the first time. So we're going to start at the bottom, just kind of make sure that radius is not any kind of flow restriction right here.
Mm-hmm.
So see how it blends in pretty good right there?
Yep.
See I'm not really cutting anything?
Yep.
So it's blended pretty good. Now we're going to blend from here to here. Here a little bit. See where that casting low mark
Yep,
was?
low mark is, can see it. Well, and there's a low spot from the factory
There's a high
too.
spot there too. Okay, I came up to the top of the seat and back down. Now we come in this direction here. Now we got this large radius under here.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it around. Roll it up this way. And that's it, we're not doing anything. Take your finger now, don't feel any high spots, feel smooth, we're good. Okay, hold this. Okay, now we take this, flip it around over to this side. Thought you had the head tight. You actually have to tighten it.
And the vise tight.
Well, the vise can be tight all day long, but if the head's loose, it ain't gonna help you. Okay, wrong angle. Actually, now we're at the right angle for you to work. Okay, now.
I'm just trying to blend this edge gently and take off any of this big stuff like that right
I'm
there.
gonna blend this. There was a couple of turds. I left a little bit of them in here. Right at the very bottom down here is a turd.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel your finger. I don't know if you can really see the camera. It's a slightly unevenness here, but not much. Probably won't cut anything there. We're going to roll up around the radius here, which feels pretty damn nice already, but just lightly kiss it. Make sure there's no high spots. The cutter will find the high spot pretty quickly if there is anything. See all the high spots?
A little bit.
You should be able to feel them with the cutter. Got the little burrs out on the bottom down there.
Yep, still got them.
Okay, just run across a few times, back and forth. Figure eight, Kate. Bounce it around like a figure eight. Okay, feel it? You get it? Knocked out?
I think so.
Okay. Looks pretty smooth on this side. Blends in real nice.
Yeah, it looks like I mean, right here you can see where my finger. Yeah, I got it.
Run it in there. Corner of that guide boss in there, is that what you're knocking out?
No, I got it. There was there's a chunk right there.
Oh, yeah, that was more of that shit. And you didn't catch the edge of the guide boss right through here. This angle's not too good for doing that. You flip the head another 90 degree, or another facet of it. Easier to get to.
Rotate it a quarter turn.
This direction.
Got it.
That way you're, right now it's uphill.
Right.
You want to go more vertical. Just one facet, right there. Tighten it up. You got 6 sides of the hex, so sometimes octagon would be better, but they use hex stock, so what you gotta live with. So you're just trying to knock off the little corner of the guide boss there, so the airflow can flow cleanly around it. I don't think you're cutting the boss, you're cutting the side of the port. Yeah. You gotta push more with a cutter. Here, hold on. Okay, roll it.
Which way?
Let me see the cutter. Okay. See how the cutter goes around the boss there a little bit?
Yep.
You're pushing against the guide, not the port. You've been over here on the port.
Got
Push
it.
against the guide, and you're cutting on the tip here.
Right.
So it takes a lot of pressure to do anything, but do more of a feel.
Right in here.
So dry it, feel it dry.
Right.
And when you get the right angle, go toward your right a little bit further. Your right.
That is my right.
Yeah, move the grinder.
Got
The
it.
angle of the grinder, not your. Okay, see how this here stands it up more?
Mm-hmm.
And you're cutting in the ball because you're trying to just take that little corner of that port off, where the valve guide boss. Go back this way a little bit, about right in there. Try it. Roll around the guide. Okay, see the mark it's leaving?
Yep.
Is it cutting where you want to?
I need to go to the left of that mark. It's cutting too far this way still.
Okay, we'll cut where you want. Get it to where it needs to be, where you're cutting correctly. Yep. You should be cutting way high up. Let me see. I can't see where you're at. You get out of there. You're not even on the boss. You're cutting the bottom of the bowl out, which did not need to be cut. So you're cutting down here at the bottom. We're trying to cut the side of the boss. Here, hold the camera.
Yep.
The angle's wrong too. You can get from this angle over here. So you're way at the bottom down here, you need to be up here.
Right.
You know, it's pretty smooth already. I was only really cutting right there only,
Right.
because we were blending in. Now we've dug so much over here, so you got a groove going in here now.
Right.
So there's no blending. You still got that little bit of a low spot in there someplace. I can feel it. I'm going up and down like this, up the side of the wall and down again. That got a lot of it out. Now you go a different angle, so now we're going to go more radius like this around the circle.
Right.
I took more of it out. So you keep going at different angles, and eventually you knock off the high spot. I took a lot of it out. That was like an oval shape, long oval
Right.
I was doing. That's got most of it out of there. Still hole under the seat, we can't do anything about that. Okay, now put your finger in there, you feel it. See, I got the high spot out of there.
Mm-hmm.
See how it rolls around the corner of the guide pretty good.
Yep.
Now this one didn't have much of a boss on it. See how this one here has a little bit more of an edge to it?
Right.
This one it was pretty much all casted out. So it's two different sides of it. But the problem is you were making a crater on this side,
Right.
too deep, and you're trying to cut over here. We should be cutting that from the other side. But I already had that cut in. I didn't want to go any deeper. Because if you're cutting from here to here, then I have to come back over here and cut this whole wall back, which I didn't want to do. I already had it where I wanted it. So you're not blending at that point. Now you're cutting deeper.
Right.
We don't want to be cutting deeper. We just want to blend.
Right.
Okay, so that's pretty good there. Up underneath feels good. Now let's flip the head around so we can see the short side.
How about this right here while we're at the right side to catch it?
You want to play that a little bit? Go for it.
Not much though. Doesn't need much.
So right through here is where you're cutting.
Yep.
Yep, looks good. Feels good. See if you want to take it out. Go for it.
I don't know if it's gonna go. It's a factory low spot, almost identical to the other one.
Low spot you can't do anything about. It's high spots we're working on.
Yep.
The only way to cut out a low spot is to make a crater.
Yep.
That's not.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
That's not helping.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Okay, now flip it around. Let's get this side.
Let's not tighten that.
It
That won't help.
Yeah, loosen the vise makes it better to move. Yeah.
It does make it better to move. So where?
Right over here. Flip around 180 though. Run this way.
This way?
Cord has to face where you're working. Tighten it up. Okay. Working on this. Pull it down a little bit. You know, this is real delicate areas.
Yeah, don't want to go too far in there.
So feel in here, see if there's anything you don't like. If there's nothing you don't like, don't
No,
cut.
that's actually really nice. That's infinitely better than the other one was.
Better. That was better than that other head over there that you did.
That was a lot better than that head that I
I
did.
might have blended it better than you did.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so if you're good with it, leave it. If you want to,
No, I'm good with it.
If you want to do a couple kisses, go for it. It's up
Nope,
to you.
it feels good.
Okay, quit getting you're getting too happy over there.
No, you know, I got about 6 more minutes on that.
Yeah, but rubbing your fingers don't help it.
Take a look at the exhaust port. Oh.
Do the exhaust. Let's look at the intake while we're at it here. Make sure there's no blending from this side. We didn't blend anything from this side, but that's because I did it earlier. What was that, like 2 months ago?
Yep. That's about right. Maybe 3.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. See how mine's a lot more even than what yours was?
So that's what a circle looks like?
Yeah, well, kind of an oval. See, I left the low spot in there just like I did on yours.
Mm-hmm.
So you leave a little bit of a D here in the bottom.
Yep.
Because you don't want to put a big hole like we have to go like this through the intake port. All right, so what are you gonna do on the exhaust?
Well, most of it's done except for
Well, we have most of it done on the intake too, and you went and screwed it up some more.
just needs to get smoothed out over here on this side.
Go smooth it up there, sir.
I'm gonna give it my best shot.
Okay.
See if I can get it
That's all we
someplace
can
where
ask
I like
for.
it.
That's all we can ask for is to screw it up. So
Exactly.
if somebody maybe we can find around here might be able to fix it a little bit.
I have some faith. It's probably not gonna be me today. This thing doesn't need much of anything. It really doesn't.
How come we spent so much time on the other one then?
Because someone broke the other one before we got to the point where we were looking at finishing it.
Somebody helped it?
Somebody helped it along the way. I don't know.
You do know that both ports are different from the one had the other, don't you?
I know that now. I mean, I'm running that. You can actually feel it set back behind the seat considerably. It's not going to cut anything.
Yeah, we just got to use this one to check it with.
I can feel that this seat
I know, just hit it with that one.
is bigger all the way around.
Yeah, well, that's common. The cutter don't lie.
Yeah, I'm with you. Sounds like all seat.
They're like metal on metal.
All the way around. on.
Okay, then get your other cutter in there and play with it.
Yeah, not much though. I'm not. I don't want to break anything.
How's it run the valve guide boss there? This one looks like there's a little bit of a hump on this side here. This side looks pretty smooth. So there's a little bit of work to be done right along that edge in there.
Yep, right there. But little being the operative word. And then I want to not take this up against the gasket surface.
Yeah, we already got the head pretty well good over here, so stay off this side, yeah.
It's all about balance. So I have to get both sides.
Well, you got a good gap over here.
It needs so little, I almost get the feeling that somebody else already cut most of this out.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me either. You sure it wasn't me?
Maybe Alan sneaked in and did it. So Fred might have came in and helped.
It's pretty good.
Of course, he said your head was good compared to his, and yours are horrible, so I don't know.
Fair enough. I don't know. I'm not unhappy with that.
You're not unhappy at all?
I'm not unhappy at all.
Okay, are you done screwing with it now?
I think so.
Okay, let me go look at it now.
Screwing with it? I thought I was porting it. Now I'm super confused.
You wipe your dew off here, you sliming all over my tools.
Yeah, I am definitely sliming all over.
First of all, I'm going to get this thing over where I can work on it. There you go. Now you work with angles like that. Alright, so you left that little hump right there, you're going to take out. This one over here.
I vaguely remember creating a valley on the intake manifold, on the intake port.
Yeah. You remember screwing that up, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a little bit of... It's a lot better than the other port. Alright, let's see it. So what I did was I knocked it out right there, that fresh grind area, and right there in that fresh grind area. So that's right where a little bit of the port was sticking out right there in that corner. So now when the airflow comes through here, it doesn't hit on that little edge right there. It's just like taking a curb off in the middle of a corner. You just knock it down a little bit. So it's a nice even radius coming out of the port now. And then we're just kind of, there's a little bit of a roughness here, but it's actually a low spot, so you can't do anything about that. Alright, and I didn't even mark it up here like you did either. Alright, so you happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Okay. So you're done, you can have them now? Take them home?
I don't think it'll run like this.
It won't run like that?
Pretty certain it will not run like
Oh, you want to do a valve job now?
super low compression.
Low compression, no valves?
No valves. Yeah.
No airflow restrictions without the valves in there?
Oh yeah. It'll definitely pass air.
Yeah. Alright, we'll clean these all up and then we'll have to do a valve job. That will not be today though. Alright, so another 3 more months we'll get the rest of it done?
Yeah, it's about right.
Oh, good.
If everything goes well with work,
We don't want to rush into it or
at
anything.
least 3 months.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know, take our time, do it right. Or at least gives you time to think about how you screwed it up last time, so you
Yeah,
can fix it this
exactly.
time. Perfect. Where's Fred says that? We do his. I already did those. Oh, too late.
I thought Fred was doing Fred's heads.
I had to do them. He got tired of screwing them up. So.
I think after this one,
They're even on the motor now, so it's hard to work on
I
them.
have 2 other sets of heads at the house.
Oh, you got practice. Good.
I have practice heads to bring over. We'll just put them up here and
So no, you gotta get your own grinder. You need this one here, you need one of these here, probably one like this. You definitely need to get a couple of these coarse ones like this.
Those ones make me nervous.
You need some Sportster motor mounts that you didn't throw away yet.
I have some.
And then you gotta buy one of these gems tools right here and then remachine the threads so they're correct. So
Nice.
to actually work. And then you'd be all right.
Nice.
Or you could be like me, cheap, and make your own, which was probably over here someplace. I see part of it. There it is.
Nice.
Now these ones are hard to make, so you take a spark plug and you weld it to a piece of bar stock. In this case here, this is a bolt because it's probably a 12 millimeter. So that's how you make a 12 millimeter. You take a 12 millimeter bolt and use it. So you can make your own. So you got $100 versus $5.
Nice.
Unless you had to buy a new bolt, then it was probably $3 more. Guess which one works better?
The one you made?
They all work the same, doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, we're done. Where'd my heads go? Whoop, there they go. Don't forget to deburr the edge.
Ah,
One more opportunity to screw it up.
perfect. I'm going to do it with this one.
No, you're not.
No?
No.
What am I going to deburr the edge with?
That thing right over there.
Where?
Right there. That red thing right there.
Red thing right there. Oh,
Way over there.
right here?
Yeah, that guy.
There we go. I've seen you use this. I've actually seen you slide off and drag this across my gasket
Yeah,
surface.
like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Slow and easy.
Slow and easy?
Yes.
Is that it? That feels like it.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much.
We're not trying to take a lot off. We're just trying to deburr it.
Love it.
Perfect.
Exhaust is, no.
Nope, can't get to the exhaust. You know, you got the combustion chamber and exhaust to screw up. So the combustion chamber is probably already done before. Yep, it's already deburred. So all you do is be real careful about this. You look like you've done that before.
We have.
Man, look at that.
Here we go.
Couldn't have done better myself.
Still time for me to drag this across this gasket surface. If
Well, you've
anyone
already
would
got
like
a
to see how to do
See,
that.
I got my spot. You got your spots. We're equal.
I
There you
can
go.
I can gently mill this one more time.
Yeah, we'll take it on sandpaper and get a couple more wax across sandpaper. All right. Well, next time we have to do some. I don't know. Did we do valve guide yet? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we just gotta do a valve job next. Just do the seat cuts. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Perfect.
That'll be down the road, right?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely down the road.
All right, we're done.